Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes in the stadium glued to their quarterback. In season number 21, his first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
I'm sure a lot of past teammates for Tom Brady in New England get tired of hearing the phrase, what would Tom Brady do if he's surrounded by weapons? But that's exactly what he's got in Tampa Bay. He's got big-time receivers on the perimeter. You add in Rob Gronkowski at tight end. This may be the best-looking offense that he's ever played with. And now the question is, how quickly will he mesh with those new teammates and take command of his new offense?
Here's 2nd and 9. Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Buccaneers.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 10. At the Titans' 36-yard line.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 21-yard line.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
take over first and
Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time, and at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
and 8 yards.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A toss left, Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Last year's All-Pro punter, Brett Kern, comes on for Tennessee. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time race.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 87 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Bradley Pinion the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Ferguson. Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
By the Titans.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I
like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And the ball carrier.
He's a 2nd-round pick, a solid 2nd-round pick. But when you're close to that 1st round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The
tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for.
Incomplete.
And it's third down.
Brings up third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he's got Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
36-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Intended for O.J. Howard.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
On 2nd and 15 now. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 59 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
18-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, it's Jones, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The tackle made by Jayon.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's Brady to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
5-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 9, second and 5. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Over the middle here to Brown. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Tannehill. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 20.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 43-yard attempt. Joseph's got it. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Buccaneers 28.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have reached it. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella. Just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's third down. Again, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Tannehill throwing again. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Furtzer. 7 yards the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing again is Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bucs.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. To the air again, Tannehill. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And it's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Corey.
From 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats...
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down.
At the 47.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 5. 1st down, Tampa.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. That throw by Brady incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it's going to be 2nd down.
lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. To throw again, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang. On 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete. It's Miller. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. This is Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin with Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason. preseason football on EA Sports.
23.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Complete to Keyshawn Vaughn. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Gabbard. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Out come the Titans now. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down. McDonald, that's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he's able to get this one. Up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, McDonald. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is McDonald. He completes it to Evans. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rolling to his left, and he's going to keep it. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
23 yards the pickup there. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
That's caught by Howard, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. He was able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead will grow by one more. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Bradley Pinion, the kick.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, McDonald. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, McDonald.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darrington Evans, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's McDonald to throw. That's going to be caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now in the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Logan. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like it. We all know it wasn't good.
Wait, that! Wait, 20! Wait, that! Round 80! Round 80! Let's go up! No, 66! Wait, that! 53! They had! Wait, that! 380! Back, back! Wait, that! 29! Hey, 66! Wait, that! Wait, 20! Roll 50! Wait, that! Alabama, 380! Shadow! Wait, that! 520! Ozzy! Ozzy! Wait, that! 380! Sugar! Wait, that! 180! What do you hit? Wait, that! Wait it! Rip! Wait, that! Wide 80! You can fold it, you can stand firm. 360! I don't believe all the hype. Get back to my city, get right. Watch it work, watch it pay, watch it work, can't relate. Watch it skirt out the mud. Wait, that! Wait, 20! Check it! I've been grinding since they told me my time was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fingers. 53! Hey, Alabama! Wait, that! Wait, what? Hey, goal 66! Wait, that! Round 80! Round 80! Alert! Wait, that! 53! Wait, 28!
The pressure is on. This one is for the gold.
Alert!
Hey, you know what, men? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited. We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just keep pushing, and we're gonna get to that next level.
Wait, that! Wait, 20! Regular! Wait, that! Alabama, 380! Wait, 290! Wait, that! 520! Alert!
All right, strap them up, pull up your big boy britches. This is for gold.
All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common: great practice habits. Today was a great practice, and if we do that, every
Wait, set, wide, 80! 53, land now! Wait, set, wait, 20! 380, hey! Wait, set, 53! Wait, 20, hey! Wait, set, wait, 20! Wait, set, round 80! Round 80! Wait, set, 53! 52! Wait, set, 380! Wait, it hit! Wait, set, 29! Outlook! 380,
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you upset. Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact,
wait, set,
Alabama, I said that on my account, he said I got
jacket, reload!
You made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Wait, set, wide, 20! Wide, 20, hit! Let's go! Wait, set, 380! Wait, hit! Wait, set, 180! Hit, hit! Alright, here we go! Wait, set, 180! Hey, 66! Wait, set, wide, 80! Full 50! Wait, set, wait, 20! Shadow! Wait, set, 53! Wait, set, wait, 20! Wait, 20, hit! Wait, set, round 80! Round 80! Sugar, sugar!
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. A quick throw by Brady complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Tampa Bay.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Johnson on the
Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and a couple. Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Browns offense getting ready for their first drive as they will do so behind their quarterback in his third year now from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And I think Baker Mayfield has had a tremendous offseason getting ready for this one because he put the focus squarely on football and cut out a lot of the peripheral stuff. Just focused in on being the best quarterback and leader for his Cleveland Browns team. And now all he has to do, take care of the turnover issues of last year. 21 interceptions he threw, second most in the NFL.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
For Nick Chubb.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 38, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 41, Mayfield, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Cleveland. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everybody's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former first-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
The 9-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
4-yard line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Is under review.
Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Pickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
On the play. And a Buccaneer 1st down. That's the
second quarter now, and it... Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This is the rookie from Vanderbilt, Keyshawn Vaughn. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now it's the backup Gamber. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They just do get it off. Now Gamber. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10. Browns.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He finds Taylor, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Keenum. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On the run, this is Hunt. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up third and 2. They'll try to run with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal. On the play. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right, to them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt taking it in. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
Receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Gabbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out right at the 25. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
It's 2nd and inches at the 25-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Gabbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A 41-yard gain.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And a Buccaneer first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, Gabbert. Ogunbowale on the screen. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dare Ogunbowale as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. From the gun, Gabbert. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
21. Buccaneers 18. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Keenum. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
46-yard.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And 9.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Steps away to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, it's Keenum. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And that's going to be caught from... Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones there to make the grab. And the Browns add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Ogunbowale. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Number 44.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go again with Ogunbowale. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Gabbard on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Gabbard. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question is, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Cleveland Browns.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Keenum. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Keenum. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got to the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Gabbert now to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll throw again. Gabbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Gabbert. This is caught by Dare Ogunbowale. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
We can't have that.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is caught, and he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Dare Ogunbowale ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Keenum. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one.
The 6-yard line.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give them a big check mark for that one.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Ogunbowale. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
On 2nd and goal. Gabbard, and he rifles one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Now Gabbard. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
That ties the game. 35-35.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, it's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A big run there by Johnson. 59 yards for him on the ground. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Hunt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got to...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt taking it in. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
So now the Bucs down by 7. At time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Now Gabbard. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Gabbard's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Gabbard looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action now. Gabbard. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
And that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line. Tonight's
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
boys. Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's gotta be great. Game day's coming.
Wait, set! Round 80! Round 80! Wait, set! 53! Go Bandit! Wait, set! 380! Wait, put head! Wait, set! 29! Alpha! 23 Linda! Wait, set! Wait, 20! 380 head! Wait, set! Alabama, 380! Wait, 20 head!
Sometimes you need a phone, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on
Wait,
your
set!
toes.
Right,
You
20!
know the ones that want to
380 head!
see you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check.
Wait, set! 380! Take it two!
You what you said. Like no respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact,
Wait, set! all right, this is for all the marbles. This is for gold.
you made a lot. I said, what's bad news? Bad news.
All right, man. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Today was great. You guys went out there and executed flawlessly. You keep practicing like that, we are going to win a lot of ball games this year.